Good evening. Welcome to the BDF Show. It's a three caballeros tonight.
We are apparently.
And
Do I need a sombrero? I didn't bring a sombrero, Keith.
if Will would have been here, he would have made the fourth caballero.
Yeah.
Let's welcome in BDF, Rayleigh Creative Travel, the Hitchhiking Bones, and Griswold Family Vacay.
It's nice to be here, Keith. Thanks for inviting us on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I am excited about my trip next year. I've got it all saved up for.
That is good. That's the way to do it. You know, when you're trying to save for plan a Disney vacation, it's good to, budget ahead of time and kind of figure out how much money you're going to need. It's a lot less stressful when you're there.
Well,
so I think that's great.
We're going to get the trip through my cousin's Costco membership. We're going to stay at the Dolphin.
Oh, hey, nice. I think you'll enjoy it. I'd like to stay there. I'd love to stay at the Dolphin.
That's got a boat to Epcot and a boat to
Hollywood, right?
Hollywood Studios, yeah.
It does. That'll be really great, Keith. And they have let's see, the Dolphin, that's where Shula's Steakhouse is, and what else is there as far as restaurants? There are a couple of them, I think. There, but yeah, that should be great. We actually, when I was there in November, Russ, What in the World with Russ, met me, and we did like a Skyliner crawl one day. We ate brunch at Trattoria al Forno, and all this was new stuff for me. I'd never even been to the boardwalk, so we ate lunch at Trattoria al Forno, and then we rode the Skyliner. But the Swan and Dolphin are really close to the boardwalk, so we walked over there. It was Christmas, and guys, the tree in the big atrium at the Dolphin was just incredible. Hey Kenneth.
Hey Kenneth.
That's beautiful. I loved it. I thought it was great. You'll love it, Keith. I bet.
Yeah.
Hey Disney, I ball her up.
Hey, Brandy.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Brandy. But yeah, I think you'll really enjoy that hotel. And it's not a Disney property, but you're on Disney property. It might as well be.
Yeah.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Keith, you get when you stay at the Swan or the Dolphin, you get a lot of the perks of being on Disney property still. Like you still have extra magic hours and things like that. I think I'm right on that. Now that may have
coming
changed.
back. Are they going to start that back up?
They may have changed it. I hopefully the extra magic hours will come back by the time you go.
Right.
And be able to ride the bus to the other two parks plus Disney Springs.
Right. We're talking about the Dolphin.
You said you will be able to ride the bus to the other parks from Dolphin?
Yeah, I think so.
If everything comes back the way it was before,
I didn't know they had transportation to the other parks. That's pretty cool.
And you also get like extra magic hours, and now that's what they used to do. What they'll do, when everything kind of opens back up again, I don't know, but the Swan and Dolphin, that was one of the advantages of staying there. You still got extra magic hours, just like you were staying at a Disney resort.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's really cool then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Brandy's right. She says, wondering about that, was disappointed that buses don't drop you off up front. You can ride the bus. They don't drop you off up at the close to the actual gate.
Oh, I see.
But there is, or they did. Who knows what they'll do when they open back
What
up.
else you could do then is
I like it. You're ready for the Mexico Pavilion.
you could also
That's
take
great.
the Skyliner to what is it, Hollywood Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and then catch a bus from there, wherever else.
That's true, Keith. The Dolphin is really, you can walk from the Dolphin over to the boardwalk and a Skyliner, and so on those really pretty mornings, that would be a good option too. You'd have You could use the boats or the buses or the Skyliner. You know,
Yeah, like if you were going to Magic Kingdom, Keith, and they don't have the bus from the Dolphin over there to Magic Kingdom, if I was you, I would go to the Epcot Skyliner, take that to Hollywood, and then at Hollywood get on a bus to go over to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
You kind of have to, plot a course, especially right now. We're trying to figure out when we go, and Danny, you might have a tip on this. We're going to Magic Kingdom, like we fly in, and then the next day, our first park day is at Magic Kingdom.
Right.
And we're staying at Pop. And
it's exactly what we did. But we actually went to Magic Kingdom the day we got to Pop.
Oh, okay. So how did you guys get to Pop? What's the best way to get to Magic Kingdom from Pop?
The bus.
Okay.
What we did was we took, of course, the Magical Express from the airport to Pop. And then when we got there so early that our room wasn't ready yet. So we had to check all our luggage in, and they hold it there in the front for you, like off to the side.
Right.
They'll keep your luggage, and then when your room's ready, they'll bring it to your room for you.
Okay.
And then from there, after we checked our luggage in, we just hopped on the bus and went to Magic Kingdom.
Okay. So that was kind of midday, and there probably weren't as many crowds of people trying.
That was probably close to noon by the time we got all around to it.
Yeah. See, I'm wanting to get into the park as early as possible.
Right.
So
that one has more buses. It seems like for Pop Century has more Magic Kingdom buses. Some of the other resorts, they don't really have a lot of buses that come
as many
a whole lot for the different parks. Like one day I think it was our last day at Hollywood Studios. It started raining. It's the only time we were at the whole Disney World, the whole 10 days we were there, that actually had a little bit of a storm. And since it was lightning, they closed the Skyliner. And they weren't ready at all at Hollywood Studios for bus service. Because normally, on a normal day like today here, like it is here, a sunny day, they don't have bus service to Hollywood Studios and Epcot from Pop Century.
Okay, so now that's information I need because of the Skyliner.
Hey,
we waited like a good 45 minutes to an hour for a bus that day.
Right. Hey, Danny, Don, I brought up disneyworld.disney.go.com. Right here it says Walt Disney World Dolphin Hotel, transportation options: boat, bus, taxi, and limo.
Oh, then you're good then.
Yep. You should be covered nicely there, Keith. Brandy says, I quit staying at the Disney resorts. There are little to no benefits left. And with the new refurbishments, they're turning everything into an IKEA showroom. I right now, as Tracy Glenn calls it, it's Disney lot.
Right.
So, it'll be interesting to see, guys, when they come back, are we going to get everything back? Are we going to get, what is everything going to look like? Are we going to get, my big question is, when is park hopping coming back? I think that's a big one.
Hey, Bill, good to see you, buddy. Welcome in, MGM. We didn't really feel like the whole, and we've only gone a total of 3 times now, but the whole Disney light, we didn't really feel it too much. I mean, but then again, we don't really know. I know there's no fireworks, and there's no in-person character meet and greets or stuff like that. But it kind of depends on what you're there for. Maybe to me, to an extent, if you're there for the rides, then they're still there. You know what I mean? But it's just that extra stuff that.
Right.
But it's just all your intention on being there.
Yeah, it's really I miss the extra stuff, though. I miss the character meet and greets. I miss the fireworks like crazy. So it'll be interesting to see, how much and how quickly they'll be able to bring it back. Personally, I think they're going to try to bring back some good stuff for the 50th anniversary on October 1st.
Right.
I think they're going to do their best to bring some stuff back. I'm really hoping that Harmonious will will debut for the 50th, which will be fantastic. We get to see that nighttime spectacular. But Brandy, we don't always stay on property. This is the first time I've ever stayed at Pop because of a deal that they had going on. It was a discounted room, and then you paid for 3 days of tickets, and you got two extra. So you got 5 days of tickets for the price of 3. But we own timeshares, so we normally stay off property, and it really does save us a lot of money, especially now that you don't have the dining plan as an incentive to stay on property. If you can catch, before the blip, if you could catch Disney when they were offering that free dining plan, that was a good deal. Now that was huge, because if you kind of know how your family eats, and we know how we eat, we could put them in the hole on that. A lot of people, it's not worth it to do the dining plan, but that was if you could get in there when they were offering that free dining plan with a discounted room, it was really a good deal at that point.
Hey, Bill and Lucy.
The thing that we found about staying on property that we liked is that, so like sometimes Landon and I wanted to go and be there like first thing in the morning, whereas Kimberly and Adric maybe wanted to sleep in or whatever. They could just come. And Adric's at the age now where he could pretty much go by himself.
Yeah. Now, have y'all ever stayed off property?
Staying on property. That's what we liked about staying on property.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Danny, Don, I noticed something on Magic Kingdom. They do have room to be able to add Toontown in there up north of the castle in that area.
Yeah, they've got tons of property. When Walt purchased that property initially, that was his whole motivation, was he didn't want to be landlocked like they are at Disneyland. And so they've got acres and acres of property.
Right.
They do. They've still got tons of, which is wonderful. Makes me happy. They've got tons of acreage to expand on. Okay. So Brandy's been staying at the DoubleTrees, the resort at Springs. We stay, like I said, we have timeshares, and so we've stayed at Orange Lake, we've stayed at Silver Lake, just different, places in the area, and they're really nice. They're 2-bedroom, full 2-bedroom with a full kitchen and laundry. The washer and dryer is big for us. I don't know how big it is for y'all, but we love to have a washer and dryer, especially if we're staying away from more. We like to have a washer and dryer. So, it saves a lot of money to stay on property. It does.
Yeah, my cousin and I decided that. Anyway, my cousin, she's gonna.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris. My cousin says that around July of this year, she's going to move her daughter down to just an hour away from Orlando, and then she's going to fly back, and then next year when me and her flies out of KCI in Kansas City to Orlando, we'll have to make a stop before it's not a direct flight, since we're buying it through Costco.
Right.
And my second cousin,
Disney Maker.
She'll pick us up at Orlando International, and we'll check in on the 9th, and then the 10th, which is a Friday next year in June. That'll be my 60th birthday, and that will be Magic Kingdom Day. And
nice.
And we'll have the 10th, 11th, 12th, and the 13th, those full days. And then the 14th and the 15th, we're going to stay at my second cousin's. And then, that'll be the 14th and the 15th that we'll stay at my second cousin's. And then on the 16th, we'll fly back to KCI. my cousin's gonna
Gotcha.
keep her car parked there at KCI in the parking garage.
There you go.
Yeah, see.
Hey,
Hey, Mike.
Disney Baker. Oh, thanks, Disney Baker.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike, good to see you. Have you floated
Hey.
down there? Y'all are getting a lot of rain today, huh?
Don, you guys flying out of DFW or Love Field?
Love Field.
That's what we
Love
did
Field,
too.
yeah.
Worked out well for us.
We like
went
it.
down and parked and flew Southwest, and it was great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now how long? Excuse me. Let me try that again. How long does it take y'all to get to Love Field, Danny?
A little
what
over
kind of
3
drive is
hours from our house.
Okay, well, about the same. It's a little bit
not
less
bad
for
at all.
us. But I wanted to tell you, and I think I may have commented, but I really enjoyed that video that you did of your travel, the
Oh, thank you.
airport. And that was just kind of fun. Of course, I love to fly. And it was
We're tired as heck when we drove down there, though, but we got our second win, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I stayed up, right? I went to work Thursday day. I went to work, came home. We left around midnight that next Friday morning.
Did you have to pack? So you had to pack?
No, I was good. I was ready to go.
Yeah.
We just sat around. We watched college basketball. Adric and I did for a while until it was time to go, and then got in the car, drove down there, got down to the airport about 3:15, 3:20, something like that. And then, we had to wait for the people to come so you could check your luggage in. There was like 5 people in the whole airport. And then we waited for 2 hours. The breakfast places weren't even open yet because we were there so early.
Yeah.
The flight left at 6:15 a.m.
Gotcha.
Flew there, found the Magical Express,
Right.
took it over to Pop, and then as soon as we got to Pop, we went to Magic Kingdom.
Now, I know I have a lot of questions, Danny. I know that the time varies depending on, how many people they have going from the airport to the resorts. But how long was it? How long did it take you before the Magical Express came? Do you remember how long y'all waited before it came to pick you up?
We didn't.
Oh,
wait.
really?
As soon as we got off the plane, we found the baggage claim. We got our luggage, and then we headed down to the Magical Express thing. And as soon as we got down there, they're like, okay, go to line 4. They have 5 or 6 different lines. First you had to take that little bus thing, down there in Orlando to go from one terminal to the other. You've done that before, right, Dawn?
Yes, I have.
The shuttle, whatever it is.
I've done that.
And then so that's where you go and get your baggage claim. And then as soon as we got down there to the Magical Express thing, they have about 5 lines or whatever. They told us to go down the line. And as soon as we were there, the bus was already there.
Great. Well,
so we just got on it and went. We didn't have to wait at all.
Yeah. You don't have any wait.
When my cousin and I leaves my place to KCI, we'll take the turnpike in I-70 to I-435 west side of the loop north to I-29 to go, and then end up on I-29 just a little ways, and then go make a right turn into the airport. You can see right there on the map.
Yeah, Brandy says she's taken the Magical Express once, and I read though. Brandy, did you hear that Mears, which is the company that oversaw the Magical Express, they actually own the buses that were the Magical Express, is going to take up that. I mean, obviously, I figured that they would. It's not going to be the Magical Express anymore, and it'll cost you, it'll cost you a fee, but they are going to take up that route. They're going to keep that route. That route. Yeah, I figured they would too.
Did you notice, Don, they had a lot of the buses that they use for the cruise to take people to the port? They're using those for Magical Express buses now.
Gotcha. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The only time we waited for that was going back to the airport. We had to wait a little bit for the bus to come.
Yeah.
But not coming to the hotel. And I guess some of them, depending on what route you take or whatever, stop at multiple hotels.
Right.
This one only stopped for us when we went to Pop, it only stopped at Art of Animation and then Pop. So only
Okay, now
only the
that's a
two
big,
stops.
yeah, no, that's a big plus, Danny, because I've heard at some of the outlying resorts, it takes, I mean, you could ride around from resort to resort. And I
Right.
understand, why they have to do that, but you could kill a lot of time because they have to stop at so many
Yeah.
resorts. So, yeah, Brandy, I would pay for it too. I think, other families will pay for it too because think about it, family of 4 or 5, maybe, mom, dad, 2 or 3 kids. That's a lot of luggage to take care of, and they're gonna have to have an option because the high speed rail is not supposed to be in there for till 2020, 3 or 4? I can't remember what.
Those
rail
buses
they
were
have.
super nice, though. I was very impressed with them.
Were they?
They were really nice.
Well, we have them booked this time. We're taking the Magical, so we get to take it before it retires. And my granddaughter has never flown. She's never been to Disney. She's just bouncing off the walls, and I just can't wait. It's just going to be the 2 of us. It's so, yeah. I'm super excited. We have a couple of rest days built in, but we have 5 days of parks. We're going to do 2 days at Magic Kingdom, 1 at Animal Kingdom, 1 at Hollywood Studios, and 1 at Epcot. So we're going to hit all the parks, but we're going to do Magic Kingdom twice. We're going to start at Magic Kingdom. We're going to end at Magic Kingdom. So,
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm so excited about it.
You said it's an early flight for you as well?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We're going to, yeah. And we fly Southwest anytime we can, Danny. You don't have to pay for your bags.
Right.
And we love Southwest. We fly them anytime we get a chance.
Plane was packed. I'll tell you that much. There wasn't an empty seat in that thing either way.
Yeah.
And we paid the little extra money so we could board earlier.
Yep. Yeah.
But that way we wouldn't have to be all broken up, and it worked out well. We had 2 and 2. I had one person on next to me, and Landon was on the other side of me by the window. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
We never felt unsafe really at all.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good. Let's see. Just reading some of the chat there.
I got this chesty on. Oh, see.
Oh, look at that, Keith. Oh, Brandy said she would ride across country on the Magical Express. It was really nice. I'm looking forward to. I'm glad we're going to get to take it. Before it retires.
Yeah, I got a chesty on that my camera will will go on there.
Oh, okay.
But since all I have to do is turn it on, and if the red light blinks, I got it recording. But
so can you film like Rock and Roller Coaster with that thing?
I think if you put it on, if you wear it on,
because I heard as long as you don't have something in your hands, if it's hands-free, I think you can use it.
Yeah.
It will fasten tight to the chesty.
Yeah.
So,
They'll normally even let you take a gimbal on if you hold it close and secure it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they will.
I'd be a little bit scared to do that though.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I'm going to try this time, Danny. For some of the coasters and what have you, and even Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the ride's motion kind of freaks the gimbal out, especially on a roller coaster.
Right.
So I thought, okay, instead of your live streaming, instead of taking the camera out of the gimbal, I'm just going to leave it in the gimbal and hold it steady, but just turn the gimbal off.
Turn the gimbal off, yeah.
And that way I don't have to take the camera, take it out and,
right.
Then put it back in. And Brandy, you may be right. I know that I've seen gimbals taken on, I don't know about Rock and Roller Coaster. I've seen gimbals taken on every other.
I took it on a lot. Yeah. I have a lot of on-ride POVs coming out. I got a ton of footage there from our last trip, and I've hardly put anything out yet, but A lot
Oh,
of
hey,
them
Carol.
are like on-ride POVs, and that gimbal, man, it was
This is part of
it was
my
going crazy.
this is part of my pop-up stream I'll be doing. It's a tabletop tripod with a tripod adapter for
Hey,
smart.
Carol.
Now that's handy.
Hey,
That's
Carol.
that's handy. Yeah.
It's kind of like a poor man's version of a gimbal.
It's well that should work. That should work fine, Keith. I would
Sometimes
think.
that's
And
all
then-
you need, Keith. I'm getting
Yeah.
to be an old man, so I shake a little too much.
Yeah,
uh,
I'm getting so old that I have to start using Icy Hot. A while back, I tried to use Icy Hot to get rid of the headache by putting it on my forehead. It ran down into my eyes, and I had hot eyeballs.
Good.
oh,
Lord.
oh, that's terrible, Keith. That's terrible. That hurts, man. To
I
do
see
that.
that on your forehead.
I wouldn't have thought of putting icy hot on my forehead. I'll have
Nope.
to say.
That menthol will heat you up.
I believe it.
Yeah. Why did you put it
Menthol-
on your forehead, Keith?
Menthol is both cool and hot.
Yes, it is. It is. Yeah. Let's see.
Not go again without renting his
But yeah. Anyway, that's kind of what I thought I'd do. Instead of trying to take it
Right.
out and put it and record the ride and then have to find a trash can or something to set the gimbal on, put it back in. I thought, well, what if I just turned off the gimbal and just held it securely while I'm riding the ride, and then when you get off, you just got to turn the gimbal back on. So.
I'll tell you one thing that we did this time that we hadn't done the previous two times. I was kind of glad that we did was that what's it called? The little museum, the one man's dream.
Yes, I love that.
We didn't
I love that.
go to the show or whatever, but we went through the whole. That was pretty cool. The museum. I like
It
that.
is. It really is. Yeah, it's especially for people who really admire Walt and
History,
and the history in there is just you'll have to be sure and
So
do
I made
that.
a vlog.
Too.
I made a vlog of that as well.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great,
That
Danny.
was kind of cool.
My camera's in its waterproof case, a clear one.
Mhm.
I'll be vlogging. Good idea to vlog it since it won't capture the sound in the waterproof case. But if I use this adapter, it will record the sound. But I'll just use the waterproof case so that I don't get copyrighted when I vlog.
Hmm.
And then this thing I can put my Samsung's phone in, and you can still be able to do the touch screen while it's in there.
Right. Yeah, and that's waterproof, right, Keith?
Right.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Carol, you have a rainbow. How neat.
oh, that's cool.
That is neat. Yeah, they had, I don't know if you guys saw this morning on Diz Our Dreams live stream. It came a downpour thunderstorm, and he was at Epcot, and it was just crazy. I mean, it was causing his umbrella to go, inside out. He finally ducked into the American Pavilion, but man, he just about got blown away.
I heard some
It is
trees and
really
stuff like
funny.
that fell at Animal Kingdom. Some trees fell over.
Oh, well, it was pretty tough. It was not just your usual Florida afternoon shower at all. It was a full blown.
So are they fully moved down there now, or?
They have Jeff and Angela have their house in Pittsburgh, and then they have a house in Florida.
Right.
And Angela took the kids went back. They drove back with the kids because they wanted to finish out the school year
Right.
in person. And so then Jeff just flew down a couple of days ago. He's back in Florida, he's going to be down there when we're down there. A lot of people are going to be there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But
I got the
so he was at Epcot this morning by himself, and I was worried for him. But it is a hilarious stream if you get a chance to watch where it just starts thunder because Jeff is so funny. He's just so funny.
Hey Don.
So what's that one? Tell us about that one, Keith.
It's a POV point of view to wear on the head that you put your little camera on. My camera is a 4K ultra high def Wi-Fi.
My goodness.
Nice.
Well, it won't hook up to a traditional Wi-Fi. It'll just hook up to my phone, and my phone can only hook up to one Wi-Fi at a time. So,
well, now, Keith, what brand is your camera?
A Caso or whatever, AKASO. It's a real good one. It was like $50 on Amazon.
It sounds like it would be if it does 4K. Wow.
And it will take a 170-degree wide angle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I think you're pretty much set up. You need to do some test runs with your equipment, Keith.
Yeah, and this I can actually be able to wear on Kilimanjaro Safari and be able to. But like I said, I can be able to check with my phone to see what I'm capturing.
Right, and don't have to. Yeah, don't have to.
You should put that on and borrow somebody's convertible and go through a car wash and see how you do.
I don't drive.
Then you'll know.
Yeah, definitely try. Yeah.
I usually use the city chauffeurs driving the city buses.
Yeah, you should definitely do some test streams for sure, Keith, with all that equipment. Brandy said, I can tell you this, Keith, after one day of lugging all that equipment around, you'll be leaving some of it in the hotel room.
Oh, I did a little test a while back at the Topeka Zoo. It's on my channel that you can it's on under uploads. It's called Topeka Zoo.
Sounds good.
But tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream at the Topeka Zoo. I'm trying to bring up the Japanese garden that was donated by the late Kansas Supreme Court Justice Kay McFarland.
That's awesome.
Very nice. Would be a nice one for sure. Brandy, weight is an issue for me too. I try to keep the weight of my backpack down, and now that I've added streaming equipment, I've really kind of changed up my approach a little bit. Yeah, Keith, you've got so much equipment, you're going to have shots of every kind. You'll have to kind of try it out ahead of time and see what you like the best, what setup you like the best, so you don't have to take everything in with you.
Right.
Keith, do you plan on doing a lot of shopping there at Disney?
I don't know yet. I'm planning on having Dough Whip and school bread.
Oh, just
absolutely. Gosh, there's so many great snacks.
I still haven't had school bread. We were at that Norway. We were in line. My wife got the school bread, but about that time, I realized that my whole camera bag and everything was missing. So I basically had to walk through the entire Epcot almost twice. And by that time,
what happened?
I had to put the school bread in the trash. It wasn't any good.
What happened?
Landon and I went there earlier in the day, and I left it hanging on one of the backs of the chairs at one of those.
Danny!
One of those little cafes for the Flower and Garden Festival. I think it was the one that was right next to Morocco. I left it there. They had a little area outside to sit, and I just left it on the back of the chair.
Hey, Brandy.
I'm so glad you found it. Gosh, that's scary.
Yeah, me too.
Brandy, I'm planning on having my zoo tomorrow at 2 Eastern, 1 Central.
Well, that
1
really
Central.
Yeah, the school bred brandy is at Epcot. Which pavilion is
Put it
it?
in the trap. Put it in the sink, then.
Did you get the
Norway.
Norway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kringles
Norway.
or whatever that place, right next to the Frozen ride.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Oh.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be real good.
Isn't there a sing-along Frozen over that way too, as well as the Frozen ride?
Sing-along Frozen's at Hollywood Studios.
Oh, okay. Sing-along's at Hollywood Studios. Okay.
We didn't do that. Neither one of my boys wanted to go to that, so we skipped it.
Are they having it though, Danny?
They are having that one.
Are they having it? Okay, that's good. That's good. Well, I may have to take my granddaughter to that.
They do have, I think, a Beauty and the Beast sing-along or something like that as well.
Okay.
I think it's
Well,
in
I
the
need to
French
check it
pavilion.
out. Well, I definitely to check to see if both of those are going because my granddaughter would. This is going to be a little bit different trip, with
Right.
me, with having her with me. We're going to be doing some different things and eating at different places. So I'm
I was
planning.
going to say the character meet and greets, they're not really like the way they used to be. I know that, but if you're going to go to eat somewhere for the best character meet and greet, I would recommend Garden Grill. It was awesome. And then also I like the cavalcades. You see the characters funny, you just don't get to be up close with them.
Right. Yeah, I like them too, Danny. I really think they made a good. If you can't have the parades anymore, I think they made a good replacement. It was a good trade-off.
Over there in what was that? Galaxy's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Chewbacca and Rey, and the Stormtroopers and Kylo Ren as well.
Yep.
That was pretty cool.
Hey, Landon.
Yeah.
Look at his mouth; it's all blue.
Hey, Lan.
He was eating a blue ring pop. Oh my goodness! Come on, man. Jeez, kid.
Yeah. Disney trips are different with kids.
This boy just turned 8 last Thursday, so.
I saw your birthday stream, Landon. I'm glad you had a nice birthday.
So
Thank
That's
you.
great.
Then his brother's is coming up as well, and mine's in April as well. So all 3 of us are April birthdays. It's crazy.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, y'all are probably broke in April then.
And yesterday we went to a birthday party, and today we had a birthday party as well.
Hey, Dad.
Neat.
I'm looking forward to as many rides as I can do. If I can't make it onto Rise of the Resistance, then no problem. There's other rides.
Right. Well, hopefully you'll be able to make it onto Rise, Keith. And, by the time you go, hopefully a lot more things will be open. I mean, they might even have, parades and fireworks and character meet and greets back,
Why don't you say hi to Carol?
So,
Hi, Carol.
But I think Epcot's going to get the fireworks first.
I think so too.
Where? Epcot?
Yeah, Epcot's going to get it because they have the way it's laid out. They can
It's
really
bigger, huh?
widespread people out, get them to really physical distance.
Right. I'll tell you one thing that he really enjoys, but I think I might enjoy him more are those scavenger hunts they have there at Epcot. Man, I love it.
Is it DuckTales?
No, they have right now they have the Spike the Bee one for the Flower and Garden Festival, and they also had an Easter egg extravaganza.
Oh that's different. I'm thinking of the like the scavenger hunt adventure ones. They had
Like the Finn and Ferb they used to have, Phineas and Ferb.
Right, Phineas and Ferb, and then it was Kim Possible before it was Phineas
Oh,
and
there you
Ferb.
go. I don't even know if they have that anymore.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I hope they still do it. They're supposed to be changing Phineas and Ferb to Darkwing Duck, which would be
Oh, that's cool.
DuckTales.
We'll have to do that next time then.
Uh-huh. Well, my sons always enjoyed doing it. They did Kim Possible and Phineas and Ferb, and they loved it. So,
Hey, Paul, good to see you, buddy. No.
Hey, Paul Vines.
hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Come by if you're leaving.
Bye.
2 years after this, 2 years after the Walt Disney World trip, the first Disney trip, 2 years after that, we're going to be down there for Universal. We're going to alternate between the two.
Jeez.
That'd be good.
And then do it about once every 2 years. I'm going down to Orlando.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should be able to do that, Keith.
But the second trip to Disney World, which would be 2 years after Universal, we're going to go in October in time for my cousin's birthday.
So, Keith, I'm going to ask you a non-Disney related question.
Okay.
How many times you been to Silver Dollar City?
None.
What?
Silver Dollar City's cool.
That's my go-to. That's my number one still.
It's cool. Yeah, it's great.
How many times you been on the helicopter ride in Branson?
That's true. That's fair. I'll give you that.
I've
You
been
need to
on
get
it
over there
twice.
to Silver Dollar City, though, for real, Keith. You'd like it there.
Yeah, I know.
I've been to Worlds of Fun one time.
I haven't been there yet.
That place is kind of expensive, though, from what I
But
hear.
I have
you
been
been there?
I have been
Dawn?
to Kaufman
Worlds of Fun?
State.
No, I have not.
So
I have
Ken
not.
said that the amusement park there in Kansas City.
Yeah, I have not done that.
Right.
It's been years actually since we've been to Silver Dollar City, and we love Branson. We really love Branson. Branson is, I agree, Paul. Branson rocks. You know what I love about Branson? There are a lot of things that I love about it, but one thing that I really, and probably the thing that makes us keep going back, is it's very family oriented.
Yeah.
The people of Branson are very special people. They're very welcoming. They love visitors. At the local businesses, especially, they really appreciate. Tourists and appreciate you being there. And it's really a good experience.
It's become like Disney is for a lot of you guys and a lot of my really great friends out here on YouTube, and my wife. Silver Dollar City and Branson to me is what Disney is to you guys. It's like part of who I am.
Gotcha.
Hey, Danny.
I can see that, Danny.
Danny, the most major part of Kansas City I've been at was Royal Stadium, the
Kaufman Stadium. There you go.
Kaufman Stadium.
Well, that's
K.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
And
my
when was the
favorite
last
team.
time? When was the last time you were at Silver Dollar City, Danny?
Me?
Uh-huh.
December.
Hey, traveling with Nick
Y'all go pretty
B.
often.
We went from July through December. We went 5 times.
Oh wow! See,
We have season passes,
Oh, there you go. There you go.
and
Yeah. And see,
hopefully
that
we're gonna
makes
go
sense.
again. Hopefully here in the next couple of months we'll be heading back that way again. I mean, I don't know. I just love it. I really do. It's just
Yeah.
like you said, as far as being family friendly and family oriented and stuff like that. I grew
Right.
up going there,
Yeah, it's great.
and now I'm having Landon especially. He loves Branson and Silver Dollar City, and Adric,
That's neat.
not Silver Dollar City so much, but he loves Branson as well. And so it's just
That's
kind of cool
neat.
to be able to pass it from one family to the other,
Mhm.
Pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see. I had a question in it.
Hey, Nick, good to see you, buddy. Traveling with Nick P.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask. Can you live stream from Silver Dollar City?
You can, but you can't live stream on the rides. You can't even film the rides.
Gotcha. So you can stream inside. So it's kind of like Universal.
Right. So what I did in December, I did a couple of the live streams. My gimbal was not acting the nicest to me. But
Mhm.
Landon and I, we did a lot of the live streams of the Christmas lights and stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay. I
Down
need to
there,
check those
so.
out on your channel.
I don't
Yeah.
think you can do any live streams in the helicopter because that'll affect the aviation equipment. But you can take photos and probably video record from
We
the
need to
helicopter.
do that helicopter ride, Keith, for real. We haven't done that, but
You do. If y'all are that big of Branson fans,
Yeah.
that would make sense, Danny, to do that. Absolutely.
It's worth the money, the helicopter tour.
You could probably vlog it. You know, you could just ask.
they have
ahead
a
of
train
time.
there too as well. We haven't done the train either.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot to do in Branson.
Oh yeah,
They even have the Titanic.
the Titanic.
I enjoyed the Titanic. I've done that in Branson. I enjoyed that.
No, the train
Anyway.
at Branson.
We also went to. I'll tell you the one that we really enjoyed. We went to Shoji Tabuchi's show.
Oh right, it's a dinner show, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Is he still there?
I think so. He might be.
Okay. I hope he's still been. We really enjoyed that.
Yakov Smirnoff, he's still there. He's been there forever.
Oh yeah, he has. Yeah. Now we went also when Danny Osmond was there.
Donnie.
Osmond, the youngest of the Osmond brothers,
Right.
Donnie.
and what is his
Oh, that's-
name? The youngest one,
Oh,
the
no.
very youngest one. It's not Danny.
Donnie.
Or maybe it is Danny. I'm trying to remember. That doesn't sound right. But he did a great show. Guys, I'm going to have to get up and plug in my laptop. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
What? You're not doing that tonight. I already told you I already did.
I'll be doing plenty of streamings before next year. Hopefully this summer I'll do not only the zoo but also the Gage Park mini train and the carousel in the park.
There you go. It's awesome. James is the youngest Osmond, I think.
Jimmy,
Osmond.
that's it. It just came to me. And he was there. I
gotta go get food. Bro.
Well, this would have probably been a while back, but he's been there, was there for several years. And he did a really good show. Bald Knobbers. Yeah.
Bald numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Shoji Tabuchi was fantastic. I don't know if he's
Jim Stafford is still there. He has his own theater.
Yeah.
His son is kind of starting to take over a lot of his show, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
Jim
see
Stafford,
the comment in the screen?
I think we should plan to meet Keith when that'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Randy, maybe we do. Maybe we need to.
I'll tell you what, though, Dolly Parton, she makes my favorite meal ever.
Oh, she does.
that Dolly Parton Stampede. I don't care how many times
Stampede.
I've been to Branson. Every time I go there, I don't feel right if I don't go eat there.
Well, shit, that's a good show too.
I love that food.
Yeah, the Dixie Stampede. I love that. Of course, I'm from Tennessee, so I'm a huge Dolly Parton fan.
Right.
Yeah, and I have never been to Dollywood. Have y'all?
We
ever
haven't
been?
either, but I know that the two of those are supposed to. Those three cities, I've said that they're sister cities. I don't
They
care
are.
what anybody says.
Oh yeah, they are. They are. They absolutely.
And they have the same ownership. Both parks have the same ownership.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Dolly's a half owner of Dollywood.
Yeah.
But the Herschen family, the same family that owns Silver Dollar City, also owns Dollywood, so they're very similar.
Yeah. Well, and they, I really appreciate that family for a lot of things that they
Right.
do in Branson. They're very, I don't know what to say. They're very, they want to keep it family friendly
And faith-based, too.
and faith-based. They have really fought back hard against gambling, has wanted to come in. A a lot of elements that would interfere with that family-friendly atmosphere. And
Right.
that family is very instrumental in keeping it the way it is. And I love that because, that way, I can take my grandkids and we can go as a family. I don't have to worry about all that. So
How far a drive would that be from you to Branson?
to Branson,
6 hours, 7 hours?
probably about, I'm going to say 5 or 6.
5 or 6, yeah.
From where we are, about 5 or 6. So it's, it's a pretty good little haul.
That's what it is for us. It's 5 hours.
I think for me it's like between
3 hours.
between 2 and 3 hours.
Well,
If I lived where you live, Keith, I'd be there every weekend.
It would be fun to be that close, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would.
Just like some of my friends that live in Florida or close to Florida, be down at Disney every weekend almost.
Oh yeah. Oh, stop it. Yeah. We are like waiting like vultures, hoping that they start selling annual passes again. We really want to get an annual pass. So
when I have played slot machines, nickel slots, only take up just 2 rolls of nickels.
Yeah.
That's only $4.
That's about all my budget could stand.
I'm a gambler sometimes, Keith. I can't lie to you. I love going to the casino. I play penny slots though.
Penny slots.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like 50 cents a spin, I think it is. You got to go on the days where they have free play. That's the trick.
Yeah, one thing I think the hotel stays in the Vegas casinos are the cheapest if you're going to gamble.
Yep.
And they have a low price dinners for gamblers.
They have slot machines full of slot machines in the airport there, Keith.
Yeah. Free pop
Vegas.
in the casinos.
Vegas we have not been to Vegas. We're not big gamblers, but we would love to go and see the shows.
They have a ton to do there, yeah. Even for kids. People kind of get a little judgmental when you talk about taking kids to Las Vegas, but there's so much even for kids to do there.
Yeah.
There really is.
Yeah, they really, Danny, I mean, they want your dollars, so naturally they're going to have some family friendly stuff too and take care of the kids.
We're going all around the map tonight, Landon.
We are. Yeah, just tell them we're in Vegas now.
California's next.
California is next. Wow.
See?
Well, the theme park.
Disneyland. Yeah, Disneyland is going to open up. What is it? April 30th?
I think they're going to be opening up for mainly the California residents.
Yeah, California residents only at this point. I don't know. But they have announced that Avengers Campus is gonna open, and I hope that they open it back up to everybody else before Avengers Campus opens.
Right.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Have you heard about those baseball cards there, Keith, in Las Vegas?
It sounds fishy to me if Blaine is telling us to watch out for those.
I don't know about that, Blaine. It sounds suspicious, but
sounds fishy to me too.
I'll just tell you that they're not baseball players on the baseball cards.
Yeah.
They're advertisements for some of their shows and things like that.
Yeah. Just watch out for those, right, Blaine?
We just call them baseball cards.
Some of those shows could be XXX.
There you go.
There, yeah. Well, it is Las Vegas. Fishy for sure. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
I watched the video about that the other day.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, unless
That's what they say.
Unless you get a pair of bracelets slapped on you.
Well, that's what they say. But we would love to go. I think we want to go for some of the shows, and just the resorts and things out there
Right.
are just incredible. Let's see.
My wife really loved that Siegfried and Roy place with the dolphins and the white tigers and all that. She loved that.
Yeah.
I think that was the Mirage Hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of them died.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, one of them did pass away. I think it was Siegfried or Roy? I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was Roy. I was
Roy.
thinking Roy. But
You're right.
Yeah, Brandy says she doesn't understand why anyone would go to Taste of Disney, only residents to Disney. I wonder how they will document who is a resident and if you can go with a resident if they buy tickets. I thought about, Brandy, I may check with my travel agent about that and see. A lot of times the travel agencies, I use Mickey Travels, kind of hear about things, coming down the pipe before we do. And I thought about asking about that, Brandy, if there's any buzz about when they might open it up to other people other than the residents, and what the, kind of what it's looking like. They may know.
Do you have anything coming up this week? Start with you, Dawn.
Well, let's see. I just premiered a video yesterday on our tour of the Dole Plantation in Hawaii, and that was a lot of fun. I have one up on the Dole Whip. We tried the Dole Whip, and then the full tour on the. I'm kind of like Danny. I've got all this footage, and I haven't gotten as much of it out yet. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to put out at least a video a week. And then we have our Hitchhiker chat on Tuesday nights at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And so that's kind of what we do. And I'm not sure what I usually post videos on Saturday morning. At this point, I'm still trying to decide what to post this Saturday. So, and then we're going to be in the parks live streaming. So look for our live streams. We'll be at Magic Kingdom on the 20th, and we'll be there the 21st. And then we'll be there the 20th to 28th. So watch for our live streams from the parks. At least a few. I probably won't do as many as we normally would, but I'll do a couple. So y'all can watch for those.
Okay, you, Danny?
For us, let's see. Wednesday night is trivia, 10 o'clock Eastern time. If you guys have any ideas for what you'd like to see the trivia topic be this week, please just message me either on Instagram, or I have a place there on Facebook, in our Facebook group, where I ask it as well. So if you'll just answer that, then that's what we'll go with. Because last week I didn't ask because it was Landon's little birthday party deal. So it's a little bit different than normal. And then Saturday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, we do our weekly variety show, this guy and I. And this week we started talking about our upcoming trip. We're going to be going to Omaha, Nebraska, to the Henry Doorly Zoo, and then we're also going to go up to South Dakota, to Mount Rushmore and Custer State Park and the Badlands National Park, and then over to Yellowstone and Grand Tetons, and then down through Colorado to Rocky Mountain National Park and all that. So this week we're going to be talking about the great state of South Dakota. And we're going to have a very special guest on there. It's going to be Mr. Anthony from Bama Rush. Think you know who he is, don't you, Keith? Bama Rush?
Nice.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, he's going to be on our show this Saturday night. I had to cancel last night. Something came up, but he'll be on this coming Saturday, and that's at 10 o'clock Eastern time. And then we'll also have continuous footage coming out, vlogs, shorts, stuff like that from our recent trip to Disney. So that's kind of what's going on with us. Thank you for having us, Keith. We appreciate it as always. It's always a good time with you and Dawn as well. It's always great talking to you as well.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
and I have tomorrow a live stream at Topeka Zoo. As soon as I get on there, at 1 o'clock Central, which would be 2 o'clock Eastern. And then next Sunday, I want to have Bloom and Cheesa.
Bloom and Cheesa? There you go.
Cool.
And then the 25th, I was going to have Kadani Sean, but
Better get
he
some towels right now.
couldn't make it. So it's going to be a hangout like Danny's done with having people by putting the link into the chat. And on May 2nd, I'm going to have the Hitchhiking Bones again, and hopefully Danny too.
That sounds
Hopefully.
good to me.
We'll make it. Sounds good, Keith.
Yeah. And you got any closing sayings?
Landon does. Dawn does. I know she does. You want to say it? What's our closing saying?
Take time to make memories.
There you go.
I love that.
So thank
There's
you.
always room for one more. So hurry back.
Have a great big beautiful have a magical evening and
Thanks,
a great,
everybody.
beautiful tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.